Hi, I'm Leo.
And I'm Tennyson.
And today we're going to be reviewing
Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
No, don't drop me into the lava, just...
I'm gonna do it.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Run, Toads, run.
Who needs puzzles when you have damage boosting?
Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker is kind of a, find the loot sort of situation where you have to make your way through puzzles. You need to try and collect as much treasure as you can.
I'd describe it as a simple puzzle game. You play as Captain Toad and you progress through different levels collecting stars.
Wait, so that's what we're supposed to do, find the stars?
Get the stars.
The puzzles can vary because sometimes you have to move things to make your way through them, but other times you have to make, say, doorways go to where you want them to.
The puzzles were mainly pretty simple, but put together it could sometimes be a little bit challenging trying to figure out what's going on. And we'll wait for those and then one of us could go up there. With the collectibles, when I saw them I tried to get them, but when I had no idea how to get them I didn't really try and figure out how to get them. I just skipped them and went straight for the star. Okay, so where's the star?
I think my favourite level was the first boss level because it was challenging, but then again you could see how it worked and figure out how to do it.
Run. My favourite level was the one on the train because it was really big and you end up going back and forth and it had some interesting puzzles on it as well. My main tip would be to try everything, just interacting in general with everything you can interact with to get through a level, because when you do that, eventually you'll just stumble across the solution.
Let's just try and do things. I found the co-op feature kind of annoying because since both players have control over the camera feature, one player can be trying to look at something while the other is trying to look at something else, and you have to be really coordinated to make it work.
We're gonna go in the same direction, that way we don't end up fighting with the camera. It was pretty easy to control the game, but the camera was really hard to control, and some levels just weren't built for two players. For example, there's this one where you run on the path and it collapses behind you, but if one of the players ever gets behind the other, it's basically an instant game over for them.
Some tips I would give to people who are going to try out the game is that if you are going to play with multiplayer, maybe assign sort of roles. So one person is the camera manager and the other person can collect stuff. Hold on, how about we both make it to somewhere and then we start doing camera?
My favourite thing about the game was some of the puzzles were actually really fun and challenging trying to figure out the solution, and there's quite a lot of variety in the level design.
My favourite thing about Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker was that there was lots of stuff to do, there was no time limit, and altogether it was fun to play with another person. Teamwork.
My least favourite thing would probably be the camera controls and just controls in general of the game.
This is a lot harder than it looks already. My overall thoughts about Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker is that it's a fun game to play with other people, but then again there are advantages of playing it solo. Yeah, spin it.
We're gonna make it go this way.
I rate it 4.5 out of 5 rubber chickens.
I think the game is a really good, solid single-player experience, but the multiplayer drags it down a bit because it doesn't really work with multiplayer. I don't even know where I am. I'd give Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker 3.5 out of 5 rubber chickens. And we made it.
We made it.